hands in the air like everybody feel like whoa, whoa. Everybody hands in the sky like we.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Ms. Elizabeth, from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 251 pounds, ravishing Rick Rude.
You know, sometimes a superstar just has that look in his eye, and this is one of those times.
The home of the king, Memphis, making their presence known here during the ring entrances.
Elvis or Booker?
What I'd like to have right now is for all you fat, ugly, inner city sweat hogs, keep the noise down while I take my robe off and show the ladies what a real sexy man looks like. Hit the music.
And approaching the ring, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena!
And here's Cena, the franchise of WWE, charges the ring like only he can.
I'll tell you something, Cole. The crowd comes alive for John Cena every single time. Listen to him. Love him or hate him, you have to respect him.
I've heard some impressive crowd responses over the years, but the response this guy gets, well, it's incredible.
It's deafening most of the time. A superstar gets a certain feeling when he knows there's a strong possibility he may exit the match in a completely different condition than he entered. That's not exactly a comforting thought when it's your career.
Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Not today, too fast.
A well-placed strike.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Well, what's your take right now on John Cena?
From the first time I saw Rick Rude back in the early 1980s, I knew he was going to be a star. It was just in his DNA. Of course, it didn't hurt that he spent his teenage years surrounded by future stars like Kurt Hennig, Road Warrior Animal, and Demolition, Smash, just to name a few. What a motley crew they must have been.
Definitely looking confident in this one-on-one environment. We're going to find out a lot here tonight. Head-to-head, no excuses. Let's get it on.
That wild strike found nothing but empty air that time.
Man, that's what you call swinging for the fences. And mid covers.
Well, King, you were definitely spot on with your projections for Rick Rude. Of course, he went on to capture prestigious championships in both WCW and WWE, including the Intercontinental and United States Championships.
Yeah, and remember, Cole, Rude was also in both organizations' most rebellious factions. I mean, the NWO and D-Generation X. And, of course, with the exception of Raw Nitro simulcast, Rude is the only superstar to appear on both Raw and Nitro on the same night.
Well, that messed him all right.
Hey, did you look before firing? What an idiot. The shoulders are down. 2. Oh, out of nowhere.
Punishing the chest like this can only make matters worse, and real fast.
Yeah, this is getting bad in a hurry. Rick Rude continues to punish his opponent. Other than the Iron Sheik, I'm not sure there's a more impressive camel clutch in all of wrestling than Rick Rude's. The way he pulls back on the neck while driving pressure to the lower back is just so devastating.
3.
You have to wonder what's going through these guys' minds in a match of this magnitude.
4. 5.
This will be a physical battle.
You're right about that, Cole. This is going to be a war. This could be so physical that it gets really ugly before it's over. Timber, and he falls hard.
Of course, that camel clutch you brought up earlier is one of a series of moves Rude employs to soften up the neck and back. It's all about getting his opponent primed for the Rude awakening.
Well, you got that right. And it's such a wise game plan. That's why you see Rude often use a pile driver or even that diving fist drop he likes to do.
He's going to the fists again.
I think he thinks this is a boxing match.
Nobody home there.
Nobody home? Cole, that looked like the house has been empty for months. Look how slow he is to recover here. That was some serious punishment.
Good Lord, did you see that?
Oh, man, Michael, that was some shot. Cena's got to be in bad shape now.
There can only be one top dog here in the WWE, and a win here will go a long way in solidifying one of these guys' claims of being the best in the business. I'll tell you, when you talk about New England, there's some of the toughest people in the world. Blue-collar workers, hard shipyard workers, and that's where John Cena was brought up. You know, growing up with 4 brothers in a house that loved WWE and all types of sports, it made John Cena work to become one of the toughest superstars to lace up a pair of boots.
We know what this is. This is such a painful hold.
What diabolical things are going through that mind right now?
When you get in control like this, you want to throw everything at your opponent. And that could be what we're seeing here.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
You know, Cole, you might be onto something with that. Maybe those brutal New England winters toughened John Cena up as a kid. A young John Cena shoveling snow, walking to school in freezing temperatures. I'd imagine that put an extra layer of bark on you in a real hurry. Thankfully, we didn't have those winters like that in Memphis.
Yeah, but you're getting them now with global warming.
Yes!
Look out, the side slam might just finish this thing.
That side slam hurts a lot. Here's the cover.
Wow, that overhand punch started down behind his feet and just kept coming.
Oh, man, that came out of left field.
You know, we were talking about John Cena's childhood in the Northeast, but with all this talk about shoveling snow in cold weather, doesn't it really come down to the work Cena does in the gym instead of the weather when he had to put up with as a kid? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure those winters toughened Cena up a bit, but I can't imagine that did more for him than working out in the gym and in the ring.
Well, you're right. You can't just roll out of a snowbank and into the squared circle, Michael. But I know well, that didn't work.
The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point.
Hey, the shoulders are down.
God, there was nothing accurate about that attempted offense.
Oh, you're being too kind. Some people would use other words to describe what we just witnessed. Ooh, and slammed down hard again.
Yeah, real hard. Well, when you look at the illustrious career of John Cena starting way back in 2002, and since then, 21 championships, an astounding accomplishment, and never a dull moment.
Oh, you're right about that. And don't forget the 15 World Championships. 11 reigns, of course, as the WWE Champion. That suplex was picture perfect. Is he still conscious? Man, that looked bad. How much damage did that do?
A lot from the looks of it.
Here we go. John Cena setting. Here we go. John Cena giving him a serious attitude adjustment. Say goodnight.
Oh, that attitude adjustment was impressive. Way to go, John.
I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach.
Well, this could do it. Maybe it.
And the thing about John Cena that stands out, only Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino have more days combined as WWE Champion. In the 11 reigns as WWE Champion we were just talking about, that, folks, is a WWE record. These superstars looking for a victory, looking to build momentum.
You're right about that. Momentum is so important in a match like this.
With authority, right on the small of the back.
He's having a seriously hard time getting back to his feet after that. Oh, looking to put an end to this one. Ridiculous maneuver by Rick Rude. You know, Cole, more recently for John Cena, his reach extends beyond the accomplishments in the ring. We can't forget about that top 15 rap album that he released and his extension into feature films and television. Wow, he's still down after that.
The back is the largest area on the human body and thus always a target.
I know what you mean. You know, I've got a weak back.
How long did you have that?
Well, about a week back.
Going for the cover.
2, 3. What a win! Man, he's got to feel great. And here's just some of the action we saw during the match. Let's take a look at some of the big highlights. That match was incredible. Oh, there were some unbelievable highlights. Watch this.